Hey, what's up guys, it's Les Jeep here. Today I am going to be installing some 5¼ inch speakers in my Jeep Wrangler Dash. So let's get started. Alright guys, so to get started you'll need a couple things. Obviously you'll need 5¼ inch speakers. I just picked these up at Walmart. I didn't care about the quality that much. Almost anything would be better than the stock speakers. Then you'll need one of these 5¼ like adapter plates. You can get them on Amazon. You can look up like a Jeep Wrangler 5¼ dash plate or something like that and you should be able to find them. I think mine were about between 10 and 20 bucks probably. Pretty good quality. I mean, they don't do much, so they don't have to be the best quality anyway. And then next, I realized I would need some of these connectors to put on the back of the speaker because my stock speakers don't have these on them. You need an 8 speaker terminal connector and a 1/4 inch speaker terminal connector. So let's go ahead and get started on taking out the old one and installing the new one. Okay, so right here I have pretty much every tool you're going to need to complete this job. Most importantly, you're going to need a screwdriver, just a Phillips head screwdriver, your speaker, 5¼ inch, the adapter plate, the bolts that should have come with the adapter tape plate. I don't know if everyone does come with them, but mine did. You'll need these, let's see, this was an 1/8 inch speaker terminal connector or something like that, and there's a 1/4 inch, and then I have electrical tape, you may need that. I have a small hacksaw and wire cutter / crimper. Okay, so with that, let's get started. Alright, first things first, we got to take out the screws that are right here and right here on the Jeep. And that'll allow us to take out this dashboard piece right here. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, after we do that, we just kind of, you can put your fingers under there, whatever you can get under there, maybe a screwdriver, you just pry it off. Cool. And then we just take off this little foam piece. Next step is to take out the factory speaker. So I'll just do that. There's 2 screws at the top, 2 screws at the bottom. That's all you need to take out. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, and with that, the speaker should be loose and free. And all we have to do now is you can I think there's a way you can unclip this from the cords from the radio or the speaker, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut the wires off straight off from the speaker. So you want to get to as close to the connector as you can. Let's see if I can get that on camera. And just snip her off, just like that. And now you can do whatever the heck you want with this speaker. I'm probably not going to do anything with it, honestly. I'm probably going to throw it away or something like that. Maybe I'll use the magnet out of it. Okay, so now you're left with this giant hole. And you have these wires here all wrapped up in electrical tape or something along those lines. And there's one thing you'll notice that might be in the way. Is this bar. This bar right here is a pain in the ass. So you can't put in your 5¼ inch speaker with this bar here. So you have to get it out somehow. You can do it any way you like, I guess. I tried doing a Dremel tool, didn't work very well. So I ended up just doing it with a hacksaw, which takes forever. But that's as good as I could do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All you got to do is cut it down here somewhere. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can cut it at this little notch if you want to, and the notch up here, and that'll be perfect. All you really need to do is take out the middle of it and you'll be fine. So I'll go ahead and do that. As you can see, the bar is out. Now we go to the next step. Okay, now that we got the bar out, it's time to, well, I thought it was time to. Well, we're gonna put these, we're gonna make these wires, we're gonna strip them and make it so we can put those connectors on there. And I figured out by looking at my recording, because I'm dumb, that to cut that with a saw only took me about 10 minutes maybe, but it sucked a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these wires prepared as well as I can. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So now for the adapter plate, we're gonna put the speaker on first because that is the easiest way. And you just line up the holes to your speaker, or the screw things that hold on, with the adapter plate, and then put your screws in there. Okay, now the speaker is installed into the adapter plate. And as you can see, this is how it would be oriented in the Jeep. So the connectors are on the bottom. Perfect, that's exactly what we want. And now all you need to do is make sure you know where your screws are to screw in the adapter plate, the screws that came out of the original speaker. Go ahead and plug in your wires to your speaker. Be careful not to pull the wires out of the connectors if you didn't connect them that well. If you didn't, you probably should connect it well. And then all you gotta do is line your holes up and put your screws in. Nice. It works. So now all that's left is you can get rid of this stupid foam thing. Don't need that junk anymore. If you have a lot of dust in your Rango, use this time to knock out the dust or clean it out, which I'm not going to because my Rango will never get clean ever again. And then you kind of just put this thing in. You can kind of see where it pops in. You can line those up, get your screws, and screw it back in. And then you have a finished product. You got your 5 1/4 speakers in place of your factory speakers, and it should sound better, and it would look better, but can't see anything anyway. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want any more tutorials like this or Jeep stuff like this, comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day.